Peace family. So I'm back with another one. Today what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk to my chosen ones about the importance of projecting the best energy and motivating the ones around you. The ones that need the energy, will like the energy, love the energy, and knows how to reciprocate the energy back. You know what I mean? So in today's society, we already understand how hard and weird and witchy a lot of things are that we have to go through and deal with out here. And for one person to put their problems or burdens on another being is pretty selfish if you don't know how to circumvent it. You know what I mean? So putting yourself in a space to where you're around the beings that's around you. Now, I don't have to say you being around, they're around you, however, whatever words works. All right? The beings that's closest to you are the ones who have the most access to you. So these are the ones that you're most likely giving the most energy to. You know, you're going to give them more energy than somebody who just said hi to you on the street or somebody that you're dealing with in the convenience store. You know what I mean? And when you have other beings around you that you can see they like, you know they like beings, but sometimes their circumstances or situations or the beings they have around them are putting them in a weird space. You know what I'm saying? So when you feel and witness and see these things happening, and I know for me what I like to do is I like to figure out what is it that you want to do and that you have going on that you're doing right now or something that you're planning for the future, so I can figure out how to implement in there without having to make you revert back to old memories and time traveling back to the past to where you're now recollecting all that energy that you was just trying to get away from. You know what I mean? So I say that to say, like, for me, live example, like when my nephew came into town a couple days ago or whatever, like I still had all my witchy week going on. It was witchy week like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So even with having all my shit going on, you know what I'm saying, like he wanted my nephew is the next generation down, but he is one of the beings that is aware and knows what's going on, you know, and I done tested him several times spiritually without even telling him, and he was passing, you know what I'm saying? But what this brought me to was he's such a light being at the next generation that even with me having my witchy week, he's still sending me energy, and he has his own things going on. You know what I'm saying? He's sending energy. He's sending all the high vibrations that he possibly can. Everything is uplifting, forwarding. Like, I be so hyped for my motherfucking nephew. Like, one of these days, I'm probably gonna try to get him to do something in front of the camera. You know what I'm saying? As far as like up here with me with this. But right now, I'm just using how his energy, his light coming up to see my nana, and then me and him still engaging in the process. Because if family come around and, you know, I fuck with the family, then wherever I lay my head, you are more than welcome in my space. You know what I'm saying? So he was giving all this energy. He didn't give finances, you know, it wasn't like millions or rides, because he just came into town, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't any of those other physical things. It was just energy, you know, energy, inspiring and motivating energy, even though he have his own things going on. So the thing is, when you got two light beings together, they help each other in the process. So while he was just sending energy, you know what I'm saying, and we start discussing music because he is into music, so he got me in a space to where, all right, now I'm back in the lab cooking up, because before I've been more focused on the knowledge, this energy, and all these other things that I have going on. So now I'm back in the lab. He wants to do music, so now I'm producing more energy for him to do his thing. He wasn't really doing his thing because he didn't really have the full motivation. So we just did a full transactional energy exchange. and it was evenly balanced, you know. And if it wasn't evenly balanced, then I would say my few gave me more energy. I don't care if I did give him a place to crash and offer to cover other amenities, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the energy was more valuable. You know what I mean? And even that little bit of time spending with him and us being able to build and do those things together in the same space, like, I still had that residual energy the next day and the following day. And I'm a motivator and an igniter. So if somebody is igniting me, then it's gonna be one of them crackhead lighters where you flick that shit and the flame go way the fuck up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what was being created in the process. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm already a spark and a light. So what happens is when my shit is running out of fume, he just plugged his shit in. He was like, yeah, hey, I got some fuel for you right here. He was like, back. He had a call, some shit was going on. I was like, no, hey, fuel, you know I got some fuel back for you. You know I ain't gonna take all of this, you know what I'm saying? So it was like we're sharing the fuel back and forth. And it helped us both in a better space, for one, when he went back down home, you know what I'm saying? And for two, with me being in the space that I'm in and just still having to build and move forward, you know what I'm saying? So just being around like real organic beings that know how to be themselves, that know who they are, you know what I'm saying, that know what they stand for, that have some principles, morals, and values that align with the greater good playbook, you know, the God, the creator, creation, whatever word you, it don't align over here with this witchy shit, you know what I'm saying, but it's gonna align with this over here. So like, a lot of times we get in that space where we have that other being beside us, but it's not a light being, you know what I'm saying? So you give an energy, but you're not getting the same thing in return. So then that's when we end up frustrated, drained, depleted, just feeling out of it, you know what I'm saying? We fucking off balance, we doing things, we fumbling, clumsy, we doing all this shit all over the place, you know what I'm saying? Because we done got energy vamped from us, but we didn't get it placed back in, you know what I'm saying? So that's when you know it's important for an evenly energy exchange, or a healthy energy exchange. It doesn't always have to be even, because fucking life isn't even or fair, but it can be a healthy energy exchange, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with giving somebody, you know, want to give you 2 apples and you be like, damn, I haven't had apples in months, you know what, here's 6 oranges for you, you know what I'm saying, just off the strength. It's nothing wrong with doing that, you know what I'm saying? That's still a healthy energy exchange. That's not one person just coming through and be like, yo, I need these 10 watermelons right here. They be like, oh, okay, I'll help you. And then they don't hand you no money, they don't give you any fruit, they don't give you anything in exchange for it. So when you engaging and you encountering with these beings, like when you pay attention to your interactions and how the energy is being exchanged, how the communication is going and flowing, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is huge. Even just regular conversational talks, you know, is enough to fuel and give some energy that was needed in a space, or just drop some energy in your reserve tank for you, you know what I'm saying? But that comes with understanding when you're communicating outwardly with another light being, you know what I'm saying? I know my nephew is another light being. I know he is, you know. That's the next generation up, and I feel pretty confident saying that, you know what I'm saying? It's just getting everything else and crossing these T's and dotting these I's in order to be able to do more for everybody else around me, you know what I mean? So, and that's where it comes into place at, you know what I'm saying, with being mindful of the ones you have around you. And if you are exchanging energies and you're sitting around people, are you going up? Are you going up and they're going down? Or are they going up and you're going down? Or is it even? Both of y'all are just going like this. Hey, I got you. No, I got you. No, you first. No, you know what I'm saying? Those are the much ones that I would much rather be involved with and have, where if you go first, no, you go first. Okay, let's go together. Here we go. I fuck with that shit. That's the shit I want to rock with. That's the shit I love. You know what I'm saying? That other shit where it's like you're going up and this person is right here looking at you like, hey, what's up? Like, can you just pull me up here? It's like, I can come back here and then I can meet you. But I'm not going to come back all the way down here because we started here together. We supposed to be going here. And even if you started differently, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to be able to read the energy and know how much you're supposed to be willing and helping. You know, knowing how much energy you're actually giving. So we are here to kind of innovate things, you know what I mean? We do have a hard battle in the process as well too, and it is a lot of obstacles. It is a lot of snakes in the grass. That's why you got to keep it cut, you know what I'm saying? But even with a cut grass, snakes still will be up in that shit, you know what I'm saying? That just makes it more visible to see. So if you still get hit by one, it's just because you wasn't using these or using this, you know what I'm saying? So just being mindful, you know what I'm saying? When we're dealing with other light beings, it will be an evenly energy exchange. You know what I'm saying? It will be motivation sat there. It will be inspiration sat there. You know, if reserve tanks were empty, these are the times where reserve tanks start to get fueled. You know what I'm saying? When you're not fueling them yourself or being around other light beings, that's what they're doing. They're refueling your reserve tank. Your other energy is for you to manage, but your reserve tank, that's your backup. That's where the fuel is going. You know what I'm saying? I know some people think, oh, well, I got to go in here first before going to the reserve. Spiritually, not necessarily. Not necessarily. You know what I mean? So it just depends on how far you're willing to dive in to perceive things outside the box. It's like when I was telling somebody the other day, it's weird when people say hell is hot, you know, because love is warm. So why would hell be hot and love be warm? Them two be that close in temperature and bodies. If you're going to get warm, you're eventually going to get hotter from hugging and loving. And cold-hearted people and cold-blooded people are not considered warm-hearted. So when you take these simple analogies and these little word spells and things that the bad team done put out here to fucking confuse us, it'll allow you to start being able to, all right, well, this is what I'm thinking first. All right, let me see if I should go outside the box, or let me go outside the box, meaning the thoughts and the shit that the system gave us implanted here. You know, the shit that you got from the peers around you, just your environment growing up. All of those thoughts and shit that got fed to you. You know what I'm saying? It's no way that hell can be hot and love is warm, comforting. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't make sense. You cold-hearted, but then you go to a hot place. Let's make sense of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against any of it. I'm just saying, like, as far as like some of the shit that the other witchy ones be saying, because we know it's a lot of people that follow their certain religious cultures and they got the right playbook, you know what I'm saying? And I got a lot of love for y'all, but then it's the other ones who's in that same shit, but they're using it for manipulation, you know what I'm saying? And for control and power and everything else under the sun, you know what I mean? But yeah, I ain't want to dive into that right there. But just an example of like just thinking outside the box and being able to tap into perspectives deeper in the spiritual realm other than what is given to us on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't want to run it up too long. Tap into everything down below. You know what I'm saying? Peace and love to the kings and queens.